What is up, my fellow Lunalites, and welcome to a chill Sunday stream. So I know we normally do Phoenix Wright and Before the Storm. Oh, I almost forgot to turn down my volume. Okay, let me try that again. So anyways, I know we normally do Phoenix Wright and Before the Storm on Thursdays, but so far we've had quite a few people enjoy the Phoenix Wright streams. So I'm like, you know what, we can probably do some of these on random days. So I was like, why not, right? So anyways, if you guys remember where we last left off, we were on the Turnabout Samurai episode where the Steel Samurai is currently being arrested for a crime some think he may have committed. However, do we all know the full story? Or are there some facts that have been left out? Remember, everybody, everyone is innocent until proven guilty. But I'm about to prove my man's innocence by jumping right into the episode. Okay. Not to say ahead of time, please forgive my bad acting. Mr. Edgeworth, the prosecution may call its first witness. Very well. I call a most familiar face, Detective Gumshoe, to the stand. Detective, if you would briefly describe this case to the court. Yes, sir. I'll explain with the guide map here. To understand this case, it's important to grasp the layout of the studios, see? This here is the employee area. The actors did a run-through of their action scenes during the morning here. This is the main gate to the studios. The security lady that works at the studios was here at 1:00 p.m. on that day. Past the security station, there's a gate, see? Past that are the studios. And here it is, Studio 1. This is the scene of the murder where the body was found. Now, on the day of the murder, October 15th, there were only 3 people here. The victim, Jack Hammer, the defendant, Will Powers, and a young woman, the production assistant. All the production staff were in the employee area until noon. Then, after lunch, the victim, Jack Hammer, went to Studio 1. Right after that, at 1 p.m., the security lady got to the guard station. Now, jump ahead to later that day, 5:00 p.m. The production staff came to Studio 1 to perform a rehearsal. Needless to say, the rehearsal was canceled. The time of death was 2:30 p.m. Hey! It's so good to see you, Kiki! Oh my gosh! Come in, you are just in time. We literally just started. Sit, chill, listen to my bad acting, and feel yourself getting lost to the music. Hey, who knows? You might even feel yourself slipping into the role of lawyer yourself. The samurai spear was lodged in the victim's chest was the murder weapon. Or found lodged in the victim's chest was the murder weapon. Whoopsie! That's the case, in brief. Anyone would like to hear that again? Should I listen to the whole thing again? Nah. We pretty much know what we're doing. I watched the anime episode on this. I think I could probably remember that. So the murder weapon was a spear. Yeah, right? Like I said, I do some really terrible acting during this, but it's all in good fun. We don't take ourselves seriously here. When do we ever take ourselves seriously? Oh, wait. Yeah. That's a stream for another time. We do our serious streams with, like, serious games. But anyways, we're not here to take ourselves seriously right now. This game is so ridiculous. I mean, I can see where the anime got their whole, over-the-top objection scenes, but that's a story for another time. How medieval. Your Honor, this case is quite simple if you ask one question. And that question is, what did the security lady at the guard station see? I do have the previous Phoenix Wright video up too if you need to be caught up to speed tonight after the stream, so. Oh shit, now you gotta make me go get my dice. Hang on, guys. Give me 1 sec. Alright, we got the dice, we got the goodies. This has been a first in a while since we've actually had our channel points done. Well, I'm excited about this. We roll once. That's 10. Oh my god. 10. Okay. 15. I'm gonna do 15 sprays of my sour candy. It's still sour. Oh my god. Oh my god. I love warheads, but oh my god. I'm crying. I'm legitimately crying. Okay. Yes, extremely sour. Okay. Now I gotta try and act with sour tongue. Okay, so I have... Let me pause this again. So I have channel points set up to a dice game. What it is you could choose to roll the dice or you could choose to double it. I have sour candy. Everybody who knows me here knows that sour candy is like my go-to when I play. I have sour warhead spray, and the last dice we just rolled was 15, so I had to do 15 sour candy sprays. Oh my god, I can't even feel my tongue. Okay. Let's get back into the game. Alright. I've taken up enough time with the sour candy stuff. I will save my game. Always save your game. Serious face. Understood. Let's call this security officer to the stand. Will the witness declare her name? My, aren't you a handsome fellow? I'm afraid I'm a bit flustered. Your name, please. Oh, dearie, no need for you to be embarrassed. Just call me Grandma. Your name, please. Seems Edgeworth has a bit of trouble getting his witnesses to say their names. Hey! Oh, wow, you guys never have to do the subs. Oh my god, thank you. But I never expect you guys to ever have to do the subs here. You guys are gonna make me cry. No crying. We save the tears for before the storm. Before the storm, then we can cry. I know, look at her hair. Don't worry. Wendy Oldbag, dearie. So just call me Grandma. I can't. It's all going on its own. I can't. Objection! I object to this witness talkativeness. They never matter here, though. I mean, I get it. I understand about the sub thing, but I'd rather you guys be here to enjoy the games and have a laugh instead of just worrying about, ooh, sub here, sub there. I've never been about the subs. It's never been about that. It's always just been here to chill and vibe and, like we're having right now, a good laugh, because I could not do that woman's talk. Okay, I have to get back into serious space. Like, hold on, I can't. Okay. Objection sustained. The witness will refrain from rambling on the stand.
I was just getting to the good part, dearie.
Perhaps we can get to the testimony. Now, the witness was stationed at the main gate on the day of the murder, correct? Yeah, I know, that was the whole point. Like I said, you never have to worry about subs, you never have to worry about buying anything. I let ads run, yeah, but that's a Twitch thing, that's not really in my control. Trust me, I've tried to fix it, and it won't let me fix it, so... Oof, excuse me. What I'd rather we all do is just sit and chill and vibe and see where this takes us, because this is definitely gonna get crazy.
Yes, say I was.
And to get to the scene of the murder, someone would have to pass by you.
You know your stuff, dearie.
You may begin your testimony. She sure is one hell of it all. That's mean! No, we don't. I get that's her name, but we do not say that. No, there are things I don't say. Alright. Let's get it. I'm gonna get a drink first before we do this. As her voice tears my throat.
On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Poor old Hammer and the rest had been doing a run-through there since the morning. I had some errands to run that morning. Anyway, it was 1 o'clock when I got to the guard station. I was at the main gate from then until 5. Now, the murder happened at 2:30 p.m., right? Interesting to me, because a certain man walked by.
Second verse, same as the first.
Walked right by me at 2 p.m. It was Powers, that man right there, and he was heading towards the studio.
You saw the defendant then? You saw the defendant then? Very well, let's begin the cross-examination. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Alright. I'm gonna try to press her on each statement to see if maybe there's a contradiction, because I can't do any evidence yet. So let's do one. So up until that time, anyone who wanted to could go into the studio.
Well, there wasn't a security guard at the gate, no. But the main gate was locked, dearie. You'd need an employee card key to get in.
Right. The card key that I... Oh shit, we did get the card key Thursday. Shit. I need some time to think. So what she's saying is no one who wasn't supposed to be there could get in. Was there anyone at the studios when you arrived at the guard station? I have to think. I have a feeling I know where to press. What kind of errands?
Well, you know.
Answer the question. Ha 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 ha! Yes! Lucky guess!
Actually, I was watching poor Hammer and Powers, observing, you know.
See? If you know the anime, you know the samurai spear got broken. You know she has to fix it. That is not the murder weapon. We're on this. Yes! Something tells me, though, this feeling is going to go away in about 2 seconds. Observing? Weren't you supposed to be at... Oh, I've got you. Somewhere in there's a contradiction. I'm going to find it. Weren't you supposed to be at the guard station?
Whippersnapper, I told you I'd lock the gate, didn't I? I did my job.
Not sure your boss would see it that way.
Anyway, I always watch Hammer's run-throughs. Always. Never miss one in all my years.
Wow, I want to see a Steel Samurai run-through too. You could quit being a spirit medium and take up guard duty. Not a bad idea.
Anyway, it was 1 o'clock when I got to the guard station. I was at the main gate from then until 5.
No, I don't think you were. Hold on, there's... Main gate, she's at the main gate until 5. Let me look at our evidence so far. 2:30 p.m. Right map, card key. Cross your fingers, I think this is it. Let me get this straight, Miss Old Bag. You've been saying since yesterday that you saw Mr. Powers, correct? But you're talking about the man. Yes, that music! We're onto it. We got it. You're talking about the man in this photo, aren't you? Just a moment, Mr. Wright. Let me see that photo. How can you tell it's him if he's in costume? What is this exactly? None other than the Steel Samurai, defender of Neo-Old Tokyo. Miss Oldbag, is this the Mr. Powers that you saw?
Of course. Didn't your mama teach you any sense, Sonny? Anyone can plainly see that's Powers, right?
No, they can't. Well, I mean, I wonder. True, Mr. Powers does play the role of the Steel Samurai. But that doesn't mean Mr. Powers is the Steel Samurai.
I know that. I wasn't born yesterday.
No one in this court is accusing you of that, Witness. He's having trouble calling her old bag, apparently. I would have trouble too, because that's me. However, you do not have proof that the person in this photo is Mr. Will Powers, do you?
Nosy old man. Of course I have proof.
What? Huh? Even Edgeworth is surprised. The prosecution would like to ask the witness. Please make known all the information in your possession ahead of time.
How was I to know everyone would be so nosy? You should be ashamed, all of you.
You're in a court of law. We're going to be nosy. Jesus.
Anyway, I showed that photo to the young detective. He told me this isn't any good as evidence, pal. He didn't even give it a second look.
Wow, old Windbag has even left Edgeworth speechless. She's good. Let's hear about your proof, then. All right. Straight from the top.
I never say anything I don't mean, mind you. That morning, during the run-through of the action scene, I saw Powers trip and fall. He broke one of the props. It was a big mess. Apparently, he sprained his ankle pretty bad. Now, look at that picture. You can see he's dragging his leg. See? Clear as day. That's how I knew it was Powers. Happy?
So he had sprained his ankle? Very well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. She's got to be hiding something. I'll press her until she squeals. Alright. Yeah, that's true. I wonder if it's the prop. He broke a prop?
Sure did. His own.
Luck is on my side, yes. Now, for those of you who haven't caught up yet or who are new to the game, when we did our previous stream, it was found that the samurai spear, quote unquote, was the murder weapon. Well, we just found out, how can it be a murder weapon if it was already broken?
Sure did. His own samurai spear.
The samurai spear? The murder weapon?
Luckily, I was there with my duct tape to fix it.
This strikes me as a significant detail. I better write this down in the court record. Yup. How can it pierce a man straight through if it's already broken? Leaves you thinking. Because if that's not the true murder weapon, then what was? Okay, sprained his ankle. You can see where he's dragging his leg. I want to say we press here. Was Mr. Powers' ankle badly sprained?
Not so bad that he couldn't walk around. He went to his dressing room to rest up after lunch.
Thus the nap.
Anyway, I saw him dragging his foot when he walked.
Dragging his foot? Okay. Are you absolutely sure? Let's take a look at that picture again. Oh, he was walking strangely because he was injured. It does look like he was dragging his foot.
See, and you didn't trust me, whippersnapper.
Still, you can't look at this and say it was Mr. Powers. Yes, but only Mr. Powers would have been dragging his leg. He has a point. It does seem quite likely that it was Powers. There's got to be more than this. I'd better keep pressing her. Okay, so we did the just let me go back to the... Yeah, see, I couldn't do anything.
I'll have you know I'm not pointing fingers at anyone behind their backs. Everything I said is on the straight and narrow, the up and up. Youth today, always whining about each other, pointing fingers this way and that. It's enough to make the old lady want to cry.
That I could do. Well, not the making the old lady cry, but doing her lines. Mr. Wright, please, for all our sakes, please try not to upset the witness. I think Edgeworth has met his match. Trip and fall?
Yes, and to think he's supposed to be the Steel Samurai. What a laugh. So Powers sprained his ankle. I helped make it better for him, of course.
You helped make it better?
I kissed it where it hurt.
Let's just skip over that part, shall we? Where was the assistant? Oh! Where was the assistant then?
Oh, her? She was cleaning up backdrops, I think. She didn't know about Powers' ankle.
Did I already do this one? I did this one. think we've heard enough, haven't we, Your Honor? Well, there is one thing that bothers me, which is... where is the steel samurai costume now? Actually, well, we couldn't find it. We're looking, though. Anyway, that's not important. The witness did see the steel samurai, yes? Well, technically, yes. The testimony was ironclad. There was, as far as I saw, no contradictions. And it is clear that the person in the steel samurai suit was Mr. Will Powers. I suppose that's right. Are you sure you're sure, Your Honor? Hold it right there! We keep talking possibilities, but we have yet to agree that this photo shows the steel samurai. Nowhere in this photo can we see Mr. Will Powers. The defense has a point. I also wonder if someone else not caught on camera would have killed Mr. Hammer. We have to consider that possibility also. Then allow me to remove that doubt from your mind, Your Honor. Will the witness continue her testimony, please?
No need to ask twice.
Alright, her account.
The time of poor Hammer's death was 2:30 p.m., true? The only person I saw go to the studio before then was Will Powers. No one else went there. If they had, I would have seen them.
So if no one else went to the studio, then it would have to be the steel samurai who did it. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Alright, let's do this. Yeah, time of death was 2:30. No. Huh. Old Windbag sure has balls, or, well, you know what I mean. Old Windbags have a way of skipping over important details after all. Or, for that matter, entirely forgetting them. How convenient. Something for you to look forward to, perhaps? Are you absolutely sure?
Oh, quite, Sonny. Nobody suspicious looking passed by at all.
Nobody suspicious looking. Right. What about before you got to the guard station?
You mean before 1 o'clock? Why, everyone was enjoying...
Tight again.
Everyone was in the employee area before then. And I locked the main gate so no one could get in. Not to mention, if they had, I would have seen them.
Objection! I think. Your Honor, that statement contradicts this evidence. It does? Oh, no. Okay. Wrong area. Oops, that didn't go so well. Wait, my hubby just messaged me. Whew, he's almost home. Not so well. I have the card key. Objection! I'll try it. The witness's statement is clearly faulty, Your Honor. Oh, no. Jesus Christ. I'm sorry, I'm having to look this up. Because now I'm lost. 1 second, guys. I saw the anime and I should know. The photo. I didn't mean to press. Damn it. Damn it. I didn't mean to press. I didn't mean to press. I didn't mean to press. Well, I meant to. Anyone going to the studio had to pass by the witness.
That's right, Sonny. You let him have it, edgy boy. Edgy boy?
Oh. Yeah, we already did that. Second, third, or fourth statement. Wait, no. I did press.
Objection!
I did this! And it wants me to... I did this. Okay, wrong walkthrough? Wrong walkthrough. That did not help me at all. You know what? Yeah, it is a photo. Nope. Not that one. Not that one. Not that one. I'm like... There we go. Why did I not... Anyways... Hold on! Look at this photograph one more time. This photo was taken by the camera at the gate for the studios, correct?
Yes, sirree, Sonny.
Yeah, oops, right? Okay. So whenever anyone passes by here, it automatically takes a picture?
And here I thought you didn't know your head from a hole in the ground.
Right. Anyway, it's also true that the computer in the guard station records all security cam data.
Ooh, you know, if you wanted to work at the studio, we might have an opening.
That very computer printed out this photo. Note that on the back of the photo are printed the words October 15th, 2 p.m., photo number 2. Oh, that's right. Shit. I forgot. Oh well.
Even I know that means it was taken at 2 p.m. on October the 15th. Really, Sonny?
Actually, I knew that too. The issue here is the bit at the end where it says photo number 2.
Photo number 2?
The computer only held data for one photo on that day. Don't you think that's odd? Shouldn't this photo be photo number 1 if it really was the only photo? Order! Order! Please tell the court what you mean by this, Mr. Wright. Actually, that's what I want to ask the witness. This evidence shows that not 1, but 2 people went to the studio that day. Yet, there was only data for one of the photos. Who could have erased the data for the other photo? Only someone with access, the security lady herself.
Huh? Me? You watch your mouth, whippersnapper! The only person I saw that day was Will Powers.
But the camera on the gate fired twice. That means 2 people went by.
Well, yes, that's what it would seem to mean.
Can the witness explain this to the court?
I don't understand these newfangled computer things.
You're lying. You're lying.
Gee boy, how?
Believe me, I want to, but I don't know what this means either.
Some help you are. You're a whippersnapper too.
A whippersnapper? Something the matter, Miss Oldbag?
That's right. I just remembered something.
Let me guess. Someone else passed by the gate. Someone other than the Steel Samurai.
Well, yes, I suppose you can put it that way.
I see. Your testimony, please. I know who this person is, too. That's Cody. We should be seeing him coming up.
Every day, after I finish my guard duties, I have one more important job to do. I go through the photos recorded on the security computer and check them. I throw out any photos that aren't suspicious looking, you see? Come to think of it, now I remember throwing out one photo that day.
Miss Oldbag, this is the first I've heard of this.
Well, of course, Sonny. I've only just remembered it.
Right. Anyway, Mr. Wright, please begin the cross-examination. Well, I'd say this was a turn for the unexpected, but I kind of expected this. Oh, my poor throat. Oh, my poor throat. Well, who in the heck was in that photo you erased?
A fanboy.
Fanboy?
Steel Samurai fanboys. Real freaks, if you ask me. They get information about the rehearsals from gosh knows where. They're always hanging about. One was there that day.
Wait a second. Didn't you just say no one else could get in? I locked the main gate, so no one could get in. Those were your words.
Well, if you must know, there's a drain that goes into the employee area.
Ooh.
The grate has been loose for a while. It leads outside, and well, that's where they come in.
They come in through the drain?
I told you they were freaks. Oh, and they're kids, children, whippersnappers.
Kids? So on the photo that you erased?
It was a boy, probably 2nd or 3rd grade.
What? Order! Order! Let me get this straight. You saw 2 people pass by the gate on their way to the studios that day. One was the Steel Samurai dragging his leg. The other was a boy who looked to be in about 2nd or 3rd grade.
Oh, yes, well, we see his type there every day. Can't stop him, can't catch him.
A boy in 2nd or 3rd grade. I assume it would be hard, if not impossible, for a young boy to wield the samurai spear. Impossible, I think. It's quite heavy.
Right. As I said, I didn't pay him much mind. That's why I erased the data.
Nick, what's going on? I mean, the boy was there. That makes him a suspect. Yeah, and they're already trying to unsuspect him. This court will take a 5-minute recess. I want the defense and the prosecution to consider this new information. And no forgetting vital information this time. Oh, my poor voice. Mr. Powers? Yes? Sorry. Yes? Tell me straight. Were you really in your dressing room? You you didn't go to the studio. I didn't go to the studio. I was sleeping, honest.
So who was the Steel Samurai in that security photo?
How should I know? The Steel Samurai costume was off in the corner of the dressing room. Anyone could have walked in and taken it, really.
What? You should take better care of that stuff.
I couldn't imagine anyone who'd want to steal a Steel Samurai costume. So, where does this leave me? It doesn't look good. You're the only likely suspect right now.
Nick! What are we gonna do?
First, we play for more time. We'll start targeting someone else that could have conceivably have done this.
Right! And it'll take him so long to shoot us down that we can get another day.
Right. But if we pick the wrong person, we might lose on the spot. You don't sound very optimistic. I'm not optimistic at all, actually.
Hey, Nick. It's time.
Okay. Let's go. What does that mean? Please don't sigh like that. Court will now reconvene for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. Mr. Edgeworth, would you present the prosecution's thoughts on this matter?
The prosecution's thoughts are simple. Nothing has changed. The other person who went to the studios was a boy of roughly 10 years of age. The photo we do have may not be hard evidence. But there is still no one else who could have committed this crime.
I call for a verdict of guilty for the defendant of Will Powers. Very well, Mr. Wright, your thoughts.
The defense disagrees with the prosecution's claim.
There is another person who could have committed this crime. Cool. Order. Interesting. Let us hear who you have in mind. However, be aware that this court does not look kindly on accusing the innocent. If you accuse someone who is obviously innocent, you will be penalized. Right. Great. As if the stakes weren't high enough. I'm gonna save really quick in case I get the wrong answer. So who is this person other than Mr. Powers who could have committed murder? I got it. It was a security lady, Wendy Oldbag. Who? The Steel Samurai is dragging his leg in this picture. That means whoever was in the suit knew more about that morning's injury. Maybe because they had been watching the action scene run through. There was only one person other than Powers and Hammer who knew about the injury. The security lady, Oldbag.
What? Whippersnapper!
Order! Order! Is this true, Oldbag?
Oldbag! That's Miss Oldbag to you!
Miss Oldbag was standing guard alone at the main gate. She was by herself. In other words, she has no alibi. She could have briefly left her post to steal the Steel Samurai costume, then slipped into Studio 1, the scene of the murder. Why would she go through the trouble of wearing the Steel Samurai costume? Simple, Your Honor. Hold up, guys. If she was in his costume, she could point the finger at Mr. Powers. I see. Excellent deductive reasoning, Mr. Wright. Oh yeah, right here. Sherlock Holmes too, baby. That's odd. Isn't this the part where Edgeworth pounces? Doesn't he usually jump up with an objection and some new damning evidence? Well, Mr. Edgeworth, does the prosecution have an opinion on this matter? The prosecution has no meaningful objections at this time.
What? What's that supposed to mean? Oh, so you all think I did it. Is that it? Edgy boy, don't just sit there. Do something.
What's my move? Maybe now's my chance to take this the whole way? The very same reasoning that makes Mr. Powers a suspect in this case can be used to cast doubt on Mrs. Oldbag's actions on that day.
But why would I do something so horrible to poor Hammer?
You forget that Mr. Powers lacks a clear motive too. Indeed. That did it. Now Windbag is one of the suspects. Okay, come on, guys, that is really mean. Just call her old lady if you guys have to. Come on. No hard feelings, I hope.
Wait just a minute. What about the other person who went to the studio? The boy, the one whose photo I erased.
He's only a grade schooler though, as you said. 2nd or 3rd grade, was it?
That doesn't matter. When I was that age, I could pin my old man in 10 seconds tops.
Your thoughts, Mr. Wright? That boy is not the killer.
What? How can you be so sure? Oh, or is it be nice to the kids and mean to your elders day, whippersnapper?
I have proof.
Proof?
Indeed? Then let's see this proof, Mr. Wright. You have proof that shows the boy could not have committed this murder.
Take that!
I think so. Your Honor, the murder weapon was the samurai spear. That very spear is shown here in this photo. How could the boy have taken the spear? It's impossible. I see. Well, would the witness care to comment on this? The old lady, speechless. This has got to be a first. Very well. This court will suspend proceedings on the current trial for today. Mr. Edgeworth, please find out more about your witness, Miss Windy. What was her name? Something old bag, Your Honor. I know, what the fuck indeed, right? My husband goes, what the fuck? Okay. So I think we're going to wind this down, and I'm going to take a small 10-minute break before we go into our double feature for today. Then the prosecution will look further into this old bag before we continue. That is all. This court is adjourned. So we didn't get to go into the whole back and forth. Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, wait a second. I'm not going to just sit here while you run off barking up the wrong tree. Me. I'm talking.
Wait, stop the presses. The windbag wants to talk. Miss Oldbag, what is this all about? Have you omitted something from your testimony?
Actually, if you must know, there's something I was told not to talk about.
Not to talk about? By whom? Oh, you mean it wasn't something Edgeworth who told her not to talk? Well, testify. No, you're fine. We're going to finish it up. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to finish this up here. I'm going to get to be continued screen, save the game. We're going to take about a 10-minute break, because I really want to get into some more Before the Storm, too. Because we're getting right into the nitty-gritty with that one. And more feels, of course. Might do Spyro later today, too. It just depends on how we're all feeling today. I do need content for the YouTube channel, after all. Well, archive channel is what it really is. But anyways. Well, testify. I think I know who told her not to say it either. That's the case. We'll see how it goes.
Global Studios wanted me to keep quiet about something. there were some other people at the studios on the day of the murder. They said they had nothing to do with it, see?
Let me get a drink.
So they told me to just pretend they hadn't been at the studios that day. But if you're going to go accusing me, I'm not letting them get away scot-free.
Miss Oldbag, this is crucial information. Why did you keep this from the court until now?
Ain't you been listening? They told me to shut my trap, and I always do what I'm told.
No, this isn't a bad dream, Your Honor. Witness the power of the old lady. I'm gonna try to use old lady and not old bag, because I'm sorry. That's rude. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. Alright, here we go. Who were these people?
Well, the director and the producer, for starters.
Director? We should have known something was fishy. How could they have done a run-through of their action scene without a director? Of course.
Yes, well, I was surprised no one asked about it.
So where were these people?
The director was in the employee area all morning for the run-through. He joined the producer around lunchtime, and they had a meeting after that.
Where?
Oh, in the Studio 2 trailer.
Studio 2? There was a Studio 2?
Well, if you look at the guide map, here it is. You go through the gate and all the way to the left. The path where the...
Oh, sorry, I'm doing Wendy's voice. I'm doing my old lady voice. The path where the monkey's head was fallen over. Oh, Mr. Wright, would you like to continue the cross-examination? I think I've already asked all my questions, but... Your Honor, we have learned that there were others at Global Studios on the day in question. The director and the producer and some bigwigs were all present. Yet, as we stand here, they have not been questioned. I hold that it is impossible to declare a verdict on the defendant, Mr. Powers. The court acknowledges the defense's point. The prosecution will gather more information about the witness, Miss Oldbag, and more information about these other people we have just been told of. I understand, Your Honor. This ends today's proceedings in the trial of Mr. Will Powers. That is all. This court is adjourned. Oh my God! My poor throat! Oh. This game tears my throat, but God, do I love it. Thank you so much, Mr. Wright. I was right to ask you to defend me.
Oh, really? It's nothing. Or should I?
We'll be going down to the studios to do some more investigating. We have to find out more about the director and producer. They'll be turning up in the next trial as witnesses for certain. So now's my chance to get material for the cross-examination. So, Nick, have we figured out just who it was in the Steel Samurai costume? Could it really have been the old lady? What do you think, Mr. Powers? I don't think it was her, really. Neither do I, Nick. Yeah, I know. Look, I was just buying time back there. Someone had to be the bad guy for a bit to take the pressure off Mr. Powers. Poor old lady. I feel kind of sorry for her. Well, she wasn't winning any points in there, with or without my accusation. Okay, let's get down to the studios.
Right. We'll be back to visit you soon.
Thanks, guys. Alright, to be continued. Phew. So we didn't get to do any actual back and forth just yet. But I do promise we will be, and I'm gonna go ahead and save it on my personal file too, so I could like play in my off time. But yeah. So anyways, let's go find a fellow to raid. I want to find somebody who doesn't have many viewers, who we haven't raided in ages. Who is going to be our raid? Who's raiding? Or not who's raiding, who's I think I got somebody. So anyways, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get our raid started. I just have to pull everything up here. By the way, I do want to thank you guys for joining me. I want to thank everybody who is here. God, I'm drawing a blank. I'm so drawing a blank. I've got too many. Okay, take it from the top. I've got too much on my mind today. I want to thank Geeky. I want to thank Kitsune, or would you rather me call you Prism? So I can call you either. Who else joined us? That's basically about it. Like I said, I can call you either or, whichever you'd be more comfortable with me calling you with. I just want to thank everybody for joining me. We're gonna go ahead and raid this person. I haven't raided him before. But if you guys give me about 10 minutes, I will come back in 10 with some Before the Storm. Get your tissues ready, get your snacks ready, get your drinks ready. We're going on a feels trip next. So you guys take care. We'll see you soon.